Hey guys, it's me, Maddie, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that we probably hear very often, but might not know what it actually means. Now, currently entrepreneurship is like this huge trend that's going on, but this term has been really popular in marketing for a few years, and that is your personal brand. Everybody says that you should focus on your personal brand, that you should tweak it, that you should make it the very best that you can, and that really nowadays we should be branding ourselves on social media and branding ourselves with our blogs, right? But what does that actually mean? Is this just a term being thrown around, or do you actually have a personal brand? Well, if I'm being honest with you, every single person on this planet has a personal brand. It's just whether or not you want to acknowledge it. Because simply put, your personal brand is your story. So my personal brand is that I'm just a regular girl from Atlanta who loves being a mom, loves being married, and loves being an entrepreneur. And so I brand myself through my blog, Mattyology.com, and share my story with you. And here's the thing, guys, your personal brand is your personal story. So guess what? No matter how many other people have style blogs, no matter how many other people have YouTube videos, nobody else on this planet will have my personal brand because nobody else has my story. Not even my sister who grew up with the same parents and grew up in the same house. Our stories are completely different, which means our personal brands are completely different. So guess what? You are a personal brand, and if you're trying to figure out how to properly brand yourself, let me take it a step further. So I think right now, it now becomes like, okay, well, everybody says I should brand myself. Well, the thing is, you're already branded because you're who you are, you know? I think highlighting your strengths and highlighting what people like about you is essentially doing some really strong branding, right? But the other thing about branding that I want you to understand is that if your personal brand is your story, which it is, then essentially branding is simply storytelling. And that's really where content, be it on your blog, be it via YouTube, be it social media, is at right now. At this point, you cannot afford not to effectively storytell. Point blank, period. So it is your job to figure out how to be interesting, how to be compelling, and how to effectively tell your story in each and every single one of these platforms. So the way you storytell on Twitter isn't the way you're gonna storytell on Snapchat, isn't the way you're gonna storytell here on YouTube. So you've gotta figure out a way to tell your story in an interesting way, because what people find interesting about you and what people want to know about you on YouTube might not be what they wanna learn about you via email or what they wanna learn about you on your blog. And sometimes the story that you're telling, the branding that you're doing on these various platforms are similar, but they will very seldom be the same. So I think I tell my story about being a entrepreneur and a blogger on Periscope really well. But I think like the more normal everyday version of me really does well on Twitter, and while the beauty and style aspect of me does really well on YouTube and on my blog. But of course on YouTube I can talk a little bit more and get away with it, and on my blog I need to tell that story a little bit more visually through photos and like linking to products that people can also have access to if they're interested in having a piece of my story as well. So if you're wondering if you have a personal brand, the answer to that question is absolutely. Every single person does. But all of us, luckily, have our own personal brands, and there's tons of room for us to shine on any platform, regardless of what we do. So hopefully that's cleared up. I know branding is kind of a buzzword, but I wanted to make sure that each and everybody understood exactly what it means. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're interested in seeing more videos on branding, blogging, and business, let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and everywhere else at Mattyology. And if you haven't already, check out Mattyology.com. And that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. 3 to 4 months. I just love nude lipsticks. But what I've been liking is like merging my own kind of concoction together. So what I'm doing is finding like matte nude lipsticks that I really like the color of, and then topping them with a gloss. And I wanted to share three of them